Hi there, if you're feeling niggles in your lower back when you're doing any kind of hinge pattern, RDLs, Romanian deadlifts or deadlifts, then I'm going to show you why and I'm going to show you how to correct it. Here we go. Okay, first I'm going to show you how not to do a Romanian deadlift. And I want you to have a look at my feet, my knees, the position of my pelvis, the position of the dumbbells, the position of my head. Okay, we're going to look at all those areas and I want you to see what you think might be wrong. All right, so here we go. I'm going to do this without hurting myself. Okay, spot the difference. Did you see it? Okay, let's break this down. First of all, my feet were more in a squat stance position with my toes turned out. I want to correct this. We're going to bring the feet under the shoulders, feet facing forward. Next is the position of my knees. I want them to be soft, not locked out. Then we're going to think about the hinge pattern itself. So when I'm hinging, I'm just going to pop the weights down for a second. When we're hinging, we're breaking at the hips. Okay, so we've got a squat, which is a knee dominant, kind of forward knee motion. I want to send the hips back, which is going to be hip dominant. Now, what can happen is that we can tilt the pelvis forward when we hinge, getting this curvature through the lower part of our spine. We don't want that. We still want to maintain good core connection. It's a neutral spine. We're hinging without the flexion. Okay, so we're just going to do a little correction there, pushing it back. Now, notice with the knees. In the incorrect version, as I was hinging, I did also have this flexion through my back. My knees were pushing forward. We want the knees to stay still with the shin vertical to the floor. So let's try that again. All right, so we are sending it back, knees are not moving. Then we have the position of the head. So in the incorrect version, I hinged and I looked forward. In the correct version, we want to keep the neck fixed with the eyes to the floor as you hinge. Okay, so I'm not looking forward or craning my head, okay? It has to be fixed with the spine. The other one is the weights. Have the weights positioned on the side of the legs to take the pressure off the lower back. You can also have them in the front, but the side of the legs is better for the lower back. Now we're also going to keep the weights very close to the legs. Notice in the incorrect version, I had them floating out in front. No. We want to keep them glued to the legs so they slide down. Now the other mistake was depth. I went all the way down towards my feet. It's going too far. You don't need to use that full range. You could come just below the knees. You could come halfway to the shin. Okay, so let's perform the RDL correctly. All in one seamless move. Feet facing forward, knees soft. Weights down by the sides of your legs. Roll the shoulders back, brace the core. Neck and eyes are fixed. Let's hinge. Another tip to help you really activate the glutes to support your lower back is to imagine you are pulling the floor apart with your feet full time on the hinge on the way down and the way up. You'll feel a different sensation. Right, so here we go. Brace the core, roll the shoulders back, knees soft, pull the floor apart with the feet. Let's do it. Break at the hip, knees stay fixed, weights are close, eyes to the floor, and then drive the hips up. A good tip if you're really struggling with keeping the vertical shin and the knees in place, if you want to practice this so you really get the sensation, is use a bench. Have your legs, the backs of the legs touching full time on the hinge. Okay, so knees are soft, you can feel the bench at the backs of the legs there. I'm going to hinge, we're going to keep that connection to the bench. Good, and then drive it up. Another variation is you have your leg elevated on a bench. We're going to do a single leg variation. Here we go. Then we have a regression option. Should you find hinges at this point just a no-go for whatever reason for your lower back and you want to work your hamstrings, then you can do it in a glute bridge hamstring version instead. So you're going to come down to the ground. All right, you're going to have your feet positioned, so when you come up into a glute bridge, you want your knee and your ankle to be perpendicular to the floor. So that's your starting position. This is going to work more into the glute max. Okay, so as you drive up, you're going to keep that tailbone tucked under. Now, keep it high. We're going to step the feet away. So notice now that my ankles are forward of my knees. This is going to recruit more of the hamstrings. So when you drive it up into a bridge, you're going to feel the hamstrings fire up. This is an amazing regression should you feel that you need more work here before you start getting into hinge patterns. Hope that's been helpful. Give it a go.